Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Chase. Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking every single operator in the TTS right now. So that's going to be all the operators in the test server, all the way up to Sam Fisher, the newest operator in Rainbow Six Siege. If you actually want to watch me play the TTS, go and follow my Twitch with the link down below in the description. We're almost playing every day, and we have tons of people over there. Thank you guys for the support over there. It truly means tons. But a lot of people have been asking me, Chase, with everything that has changed, who do you think are the best operators in the game? Who do you think are the worst operators in the game? So that's what we're going to do right now. There are a few big shifts just because of sites and stuff like that, and sites being removed from people. And then there are just some very, very minor shifts. So before we get into this, I think it's just absolutely crazy how many operators we have to rank. It's funny, when I first made my first operator tier list, we had like 40 operators to rank. Also, we're going to start doing this system when we do operator tier lists. D, C, B, B+, A, S. Because there truly isn't an F tier operator in this game. I stress that in every single tier list I make. Any operator in this game can be amazing. Yep, even Tachanka. So, yeah, I just want to get that out of the way. This is completely my opinion. You don't have to agree. You can agree. But once again, you don't have to. It is completely okay not to agree. Tell me down below in the comments who you think your favorite / best operator is this season, this coming season of Rainbow Six Siege. And let's go ahead and get right into this. Okay, so starting out in D tier, we're going to be having Tachanka. I think that's pretty obvious. You know, Tachanka not getting his rework this season is going to hurt him. He also gets nothing added to him, really, because, once again, he's not getting a rework or anything yet. So, yeah, Tachanka's going to spend another season being the epitome of terrible. Next, we're going to have Glaz. Glaz is like the only operator who didn't benefit from any of this. People are begging right now for Ubisoft to give Glaz like a 2x or a 3x or a 1.5x, and I think that would be a great addition. But I don't know. It's just weird. It's a scenario where DMRs just aren't really favored in Siege. They haven't really ever been. They likely never will be. I think a good buff to Glaz, if they were going to go down that road, would definitely be giving him a secondary SMG like they did Cali. It would kind of embrace his role more as a fragger already, and I believe it would definitely help him out. But believe it or not, chat, there's no fuse. No fuse in D tier. First time ever. First time ever that fuse is not in the lowest tier possible. That's wild. Okay, so next tier we're going to go into is C tier. We're going to have Blitz. Blitz is good. Okay, Blitz is annoying as piss. But against a coordinated team, Blitz falls flat every single time. And it's sad. I think Blitz does have one of the biggest potentials in the game. It's just Ubisoft really has to work out the kinks. You know, they give him something, he becomes broken. They take it away, he's back to being really, really bad. Blitz is good in casual. Blitz is good in solo queue. Blitz is not good against a plat team that knows what they're doing and is likely a 5-stack. That's the issue. Next, I'm going to piss everyone off. Cavera. Cavera's not good, dude. She just isn't. A lot of people were like, dude, how are you going to not even put Cavera on the top 5 roamers list? She's literally a roamer. And I was like, there are other roamers in the game. But let me break this down for y'all. Cav does not benefit from this at all. This whole update, I'm pretty sure. She might get the 1.5x. But the M12, terrible gun, okay? Slow fire rate. Doesn't really hit that hard or anything like that. The Spaz 15, I believe, is what it is. That's actually decent, but still not good enough, because as a roamer, you want to be able to at least have something with a little bit of range. And then the pistol, they've just been nerfing into the ground over and over and over and over, and I feel bad for her. You know, I see the people commenting down below, an interrogation saves around. No, an interrogation happens, I think the statistic is like 1 in every 4 or 5 rounds at high ranks, and I know that Cavera is made for lower ranks, and sure, yeah, I agree, but we're doing this based on, you know, high gold, low plat. So, therefore, Cavera, not that good. She also brings little to no utility to the team. You know, she immediately probably runs away from the objective just to go ahead and get set up for roaming. But Thankfully, that's fixed now that reinforcement pulls are a thing. So next we're going to be having, where is she? I have my actual tier list over here on my other monitor. Over here on this one. Where is she? Finka. Okay, so this is the same scenario. Finka, don't get me wrong, dominates in low tiers. She's really, really good for low tiers because she helps with that recoil control. She gives people added health, but it comes down to the fact that she has no weapons, really. The Spear 308 is terrible. There for a little bit, it was the worst gun in the worst AR in the game. But there's just not a lot to her for high ranks. You know, you're not going to need that recoil control. That's the best part about her. You could say that she's like the medic. I think a good buff to Finka would be Finka can revive herself. What is stopping Finka from reviving herself? Literally all she has to do is like fucking clench her fist. You know what I'm saying? It's just like with Doc. Doc pulls out the pistol and sims himself. So what's keeping Finka from doing that? I've always questioned that. I think that would be a decent buff to her. Next we're going to have Lion. I question putting Lion up into B tier because I don't know. It's just a rough scenario. There's no reason to pick Lion right now. You're picking Lion, you're picking wrong because the Vector's terrible. The Vector isn't terrible. His Vector is terrible. Just super slow. Got a lot of ammo, sure, but nothing really major about it. He loses the ACOG. Then also his secondary gadgets suck. And then, I mean, for a coordinated push, his gadget is actually pretty good. You can all swing a guy, and he has to be in the same spot that you drone him out in, unless he's going to get a ping on him. So that's really the only upside to him, and that's what brings him into C tier. If it wasn't for his gadget being like somewhat good, I genuinely think Lion could be the worst tier in the game. Like, he could be down there with Tachanka and Glass. Fuck, I just spilt that all over me. I look like a fucking cuck right now. Boys, spam down in the comments that I'm an idiot. Alright, next we got Oryx. My boy. I wanted Oryx to be so good this season. I feel like Oryx definitely has upside. Now, you know, Ubisoft has shown that they want to actually make him into something that's good. I like the addition that they gave him where they made him, when he like runs through a wall, it doesn't reset his charges. That was a good thing. It should have been in the game since day one. It made zero sense whatsoever. Then also, they gave him the new holo that was absolutely atrocious, and I was just like, why? He's already bad. You don't need to be kicking him into the ground. You know what I mean? And thankfully, they gave that holo back, but I don't think it's enough to propel him into low B, sadly. So Oryx is just going to keep his little spot right there. It kind of comes down to the same thing as Cavera. There's like very little utility with him other than the fact that he can run through a wall. Yep. He's a walking rotation hole. Next, we got Warden. I really question putting Warden into B tier because of the 1.5x. The 1.5x on the MPX is God. I love it. I really do. It should have been on there. Like, he should have had an ACOG in the old, actual release of the game. Like, it's ridiculous. The MPX with the 1.5x feels so freaking fluid. I love it. As soon as this goes live, console players, PC players who don't play the test server, I recommend getting the 1.5x on this man and just trying it out. Valkyrie sadly doesn't have it, so the only chance you're gonna have to use it is gonna be, I got a text, is gonna be on Warden. So play Warden a lot, and you won't regret it. I'm actually having stupid fun with him this season, but he's still not good. That gadget is still atrocious. All right, next we're going to be going into low B tier. Alibi. I don't know why I even have to explain this, but there is like a cult following of Alibi out there right now where people genuinely think she's one of the best operators in the game. And to that, I got to say, that's a hot take. It really is. Because Alibi, once again, her gadget is awful. Her gadget is the worst part. If her gadget was just slightly better, I'd agree with you, Alibi mains. I'd agree with you. But it's not. It does nothing. Against someone who is disciplined, it does nothing. Trust me. The MX4 Storm, though, absolutely goated. I love it. That's one of my favorite guns in the game. She also gets the Bailiff, and I'm pretty sure she gets impacts What is there not to love? You know what I mean? So there's really just the issue with her that her gadget needs a slight buff, and I think it could propel her to B+ or A. Next, we're going to have Clash. Do I really got to explain it? I think we can all universally hate Clash. Next is Doc. Doc is someone I think on my last tier list I had in S tier. Yeah. No, he's fallen. He's fallen now. Doc, in my top 5 roamers list, I said one of the best roamers, and I still stand by that statement. The ACOG and spawn peaks and all that with him, being able to just take on so many gunfights is what helped him so much. And now he's not going to have that ACOG. Actually, he's not going to have anything. They're just taking the ACOG from him. So it's going to be interesting to see how much Doc is actually picked now. You know, he used to be every roamer's wet dream because you could just swing on everyone and win every single gunfight because you'd overheal them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Doc, B tier. Ella, also B tier. Her concussion mines are actually really, really good. But it's the gun, dude. It is the gun. They just hate the Scorpion Evo, and I get it. There for a little bit, from her release to about, I think it was year 3, season 1, she went unnerfed. She had 51 bullets, no recoil, could dot you up from a fucking mile away. It was ridiculous. So I understand their hatred for this gun now. But still, just please, give her something. The gun is absolutely atrocious right now. All right. Next, we got Dokkaebi. She's just boring. There's nothing to her. There's no reason to pick her. It's like Lion. There's no reason to pick Dokkaebi. She needs something to make her more attractive. I think the least attractive thing about Dokkaebi right now is the fact that she doesn't have an automatic gun. She has the Mozzie and the EBR, which are two of the most boring guns in the game to use unless you're like memeing with the Mozzie ACOG. She has a lot of utility. You know, getting cams, that's huge. Calling phones, that's huge, because it gets people stopped. But there's just no reason to pick her right now. Zero reason. All right, next we're going to be having Frost. What the heck? Frost. You're not in C tier anymore. Frost got a new sight. It works good. But it still comes down to the fact, just like a lot of these lower tier operators, her gadget's terrible. No one's going to fall in a Frost trap in 2020. Come on now. That's just the truth. All right, boys, here's the moment of truth. Fuse, he's no longer in the lowest tier. My boy Fuse, he made it. He made it out the mud. I swear. He done came up. He, you know, we used to shit on Fuse a lot on the channel, but I got to give him credit where credit is due this season. The AK-12 has, like, every single sight in the game on it, so pick what you're comfortable with, really. And then he also gets the heart-breaching gadget. So, that's huge. Plus, he gets 4 cluster bombs, which the cluster bombs aren't that helpful. But the fact that you can run AK-12 with a heart-breaching gadget and Fuse's cluster grenades is really, really helpful. He's going to be picked a whole lot more this season. I think Fuse will be on the upside this season. It's so good to see him be one of the only operators in the game with all of those sights at his advantage, and then also the heart-breaching gadget. So I'm really loving what they did with Fuse. Next, Next, we got Goyo. Goyo is going to be able to waste so much time, and that's where he comes in. The fact that he only has 2 really hurts him, but I understand why. If he had 3 in Pro League, you wouldn't even see anyone win, because all you would do is blow up the Goyos for like the last 20 seconds, and then bam. You don't have to worry about them winning anymore because they can't even get into the damn site. So I understand him having 2. It does hurt him in the actual like main game and not Pro League, but he's still pretty good. The Vector's beautiful. I love it. The TCSG is still beautiful. Love that gun. But he's just really middle of the pack right now. Next, we got Cali. She's just so easy to trick. That's the issue with her. That device that she shoots onto the wall is so fucking loud, dude. Like, it's not even funny. It's not even funny, man. That is literally the second loudest thing in the game, right next to Fuse's cluster charge being deployed. I swear, dude. It's not even funny. I do like that they added the SMG for her a couple seasons ago. It was last season. And it really helped her. But until they make that like little claw thing that she has a little bit quieter, she's not going to be great. Nook is also someone who's going to benefit from this season a lot. She's getting a heart-breaching gadget as well as the 1.5x on the FMG9. And I love it. I love what they're doing with Nook. Step in the right direction. I think we're going to see a little bit more Nook buffs coming soon because I think that's someone that they want to be meta as well. Next, we're finally going to end this tier off with Twitch. It really just comes down to the fact of you're likely going to be taking a Thatcher or a Maverick, so why do you need a Cali and Twitch? That's all I got to say. Okay, next, we're going to be having B+ tier, Amaru, Gray Fragger. She can get into the site. I don't think she has ACOG anymore. I'm pretty sure they removed the ACOG and she's just now with the base sights. But still, did anyone run ACOG on the G8? I ran Hollow. Next, we're going to be having Blackbeard. I think Blackbeard benefits from this a lot. They made him a whole lot faster, but made him louder, so he's not like really slow anymore. They also gave him the 1.5x on the Scar, which is always great to see. As long as you're actually like good at the game, you can be decent with Blackbeard, and that's just the truth. I'll tell you guys right now, I see a rework coming in the future for Blackbeard. Next, we're going to be having Castle. As long as Blackbeard, same thing with Blackbeard. As long as you're good at the game, you can be good with Castle. You just got to know. You got to have a ton of game knowledge because you got to know all the strats with Castle. You got to know where the enemies are going to push from. You just got to be like a strategist. That's the best way to explain it. The ump is terrible. We're not even going to talk about that. I'm pretty sure they gave Castle the ugly-ass Hollow too, which is sad, honestly. So next we're going to have Thick Lock. Thick Lock is really, really good. I don't see her passing Capital. The buff they gave her over on the TTS, I think it made it to main game, was really, really good, but it still isn't enough to pass Capital right now, especially the fact that Capital is getting the hard breaching device. But still, overall, Gridlock is not a bad choice when she's actually... When her gridlock stingers are like being deployed, like making that loud noise, you can actually plant the bomb and you basically cannot hear it unless you're right next to the person planting the diffuser. So that's great. She's really good for getting the plant down. She's really good for denying re-entry to the site once the plant is down. All right, I'm going to say it. I love Yana. Yana deserves a whole lot more credit than she's getting right now. I've been playing her tons recently. I'm going to be honest. I don't use the ARX. I use the G36. The fact that she has frag grenades, she has unlimited drones, and she has a decent ACOG, what's there not to love? And I know she doesn't have the ACOG anymore, but she has good sights on the G36, and there's nothing like to hate about it. Her kit just is very well-rounded, plus she's got that dump truck, and I just really, really, really love playing Yana right now. Just the fact that you can have unlimited drones, essentially, is the best part about her. I don't think she needs to be buffed. I don't think she needs to be nerfed. I think she is quite balanced. Next, we're going to be having Capcan. Capcan, I love for some reason on the TTS. I loved him in this past season. I started like playing him a little bit more and moved over to the TTS with him. And I've been playing him a whole lot more over there because of the sights and stuff that he gets on his SMG, which is underrated, by the way. And I don't know. He just feels great. He feels like a really good, well-rounded roamer. You know, the trap devices, people just forget about them because no one played Capcan for so long, and you'll win rounds off of it. It's just super helpful. I think each device does 60 damage. Don't count me on that one. So that's enough if you, like, detonate all 5. That's enough to kill 3 people. It's really, really good. I think it's one of the most undervalued things in Siege right now. Next, we're going to be having Mozzie. I consider putting Mozzie into A tier because he definitely could be there. So if you're mad that Mozzie is in B+ tier, please just calm down. Mozzie's going B+ tier for now, though. You know, getting the Super Shorty removed from him really, really hurt him. It took away a lot of his utility. The thing that I try to, like, the point I try to make is, why take a chance on getting 3 drones when you can just get 3 Valk cams? It's the truth. Both get nitro cells. Mozzie does have the slight edge on guns. The Roni actually is getting the 1.5x, which I love. It's the 1.5x is one of the best guns in the game, or sights in the game. But yeah, Mozzie, B+ tier for now. I want him to get a little bit more utility. I don't know what it could be. I really don't. I want the Super Shorty back. I do. All right. Pulse, B+ tier. Pulse really got hit in the face. Nothing changed. Pulse just stays B+ tier because that's where he was. All right, Rook. I think Rook is going to benefit from this as well. I think Rook is one of the few defenders with the 2x. Don't count me on that one. I'm pretty sure he has it. And yeah, he does. And it helps him a lot because it can diversify himself. He's great for getting spawn peaks. Doc doesn't have it anymore, so there's really, he has the advantage over Doc because he has impact grenades as well. Just overall, Rook is really, really good right now. He's in a really good spot. I see a lot of people starting to roam with Rook just because, you can't play Doc anymore, so why not play Rook and get those spawn peaks, which is weird. It is weird. I don't want to see a roaming Rook because, he has nothing to help him other than the impacts. But, oh well. He's a really, really good operator this season. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised by the impact that he has in ranked and how much he grows. But that's my take on Rook. Ying, toxic as hell, still good. That's all I got to say. All right, we're going to go and knock out these last 2 tiers because I'm pretty sure they're straightforward. A tier, Ashe. Now, keep in mind that A tier and S tier are this close to each other, dude. Like, they might as well be their own tier and all of them be in the same tier. But let's just go through this. Ashe, really great fragger. Bandit, I mean, you got to deny something. Kaid, got to deny something. You know what I'm saying? Then we also got Buck. We also got Sledge, 2 of the best destroyers in the game. They are great. Sledge does have the slight edge. What the fuck? That's what Sledge stands for, slight edge. Because of the grenades. But Buck's verticality really, really helps him out. Give Buck his frags back, please. I'm begging. Capital, I almost put S tier as well, but he is going to be A tier. Like I said earlier with Gridlock, Capital's kind of the same way. Great for getting the plant down. Great for denying re-entry to the site once the plant is down. And also, he's getting a hard breaching device, which is crazy. I think actually him getting the hard breaching device is going to hurt him a little bit. Because what I would do as Capital is I would take the stuns, burn any ADS or Wamai in the room because Wamai counters him, and then I would shoot my bolt in. So now he's not going to be able to do that, which is really, really, really going to hurt him, I think. But still, getting the hard breaching device might help. Next is Habana. I think Habana has been just like jack-slapped by the developers recently. She's just not really benefiting from this season at all. I think she will be the worst hard breacher this season. Give her 5 more bullets, please. Someone give her 5 more bullets at UB, and I will be happy. I think that's all she needs. Thermite also going to go in this tier just because we're going to have Ace and Maverick in S tier. Not going to lie. So Thermite, really good. There's really no downside to picking a Thermite. It's just that Ace and Maverick are better. I'm sorry. That's the way it's got to be. All right, next we got IQ. I don't think IQ is as good anymore just because there's not a real reason to pick her right now. You see Echo banned almost every single game, and you're starting to kind of see a Valk ban take place on some maps like Consulate. You want to ban Valk on Consulate because if not, you will pay for it with all the spawn peaks. It is ridiculous. So yeah, basically IQ is A tier because Echo's always banned and the people she counters is always banned. So there's not really that big of a reason to pick her. But still, when they aren't banned, you need her. When an Echo is not banned, you need IQ every time you enter site. Next, we're going to be having Jackal. Jackal, I feel like, is one of the most overrated operators in the game just because of his high ban rate. People are like, this dude's goated, right? Like, it's just got to be that way. It's just the fact that people don't want to play against him. He's super annoying to play against. So annoying. But the C7E, you got to give him credit. He's really good. The C7E is goated. It's one of the best ARs in the game. He also has that secondary shotgun and smokes. He has everything. He has everything that you could potentially want. Legion is benefiting from this a fuck ton. He is getting the 1.5x on the T5. I never thought I'd see the day where the T5 would get a sight better than the Hollow, and here we are. So, yeah, that's really the reason there. Montaigne, Monpoop. I don't know how to pronounce it. Every time I pronounce it a different way. People get pissed about each way, so we're just going to call him fucking Shield Guy. Shield Guy is important on every single site if you have a good Shield Guy player. If you're a coordinated team and you have a Shield Guy player, you'll do good. You'll do good. But he doesn't benefit from this update at all. He's just someone who's there. Thatcher, he's getting hurt. He's getting hurt. Wait, this boy needs some milk. The Thatcher rework is good. Glad to see them working on Thatcher, but still, I'd like to see something else come to him. Vigil, Best roamer in the game. I don't gotta say more. We already talked about Vigil. And that will conclude A tier. So let's just go ahead and throw everyone into S tier. Fuck, this is a ton of operators. Recruit's going up there too. We're gonna have a party up there with Recruit. Alright. Yeah, actually, Recruit, you're coming out of there. Oh, it's really gonna hurt me. Okay. So let me explain each and every one of these. Maverick got a buff. People were like, what the hell, Ubisoft, why'd you buff Maverick? He's one of the best operators in the game. Yeah, I'm questioning it too. I'm not going to lie. Next, we got Ace, the best hard breacher in the game. AK-12, smokes, hard breaching device. What more could you want? Then we got Echo. He has the ability to end a round in a click. He also has the MP5 SSD. I think it has the 2X. I'm not sure on that one. If not, it definitely has the 1.5X. Jaeger, he's inevitable. He's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon, I don't think. Maestro, LMG on defense. A really fast LMG on defense. Bulletproof cams that are 360 orbital. Bailiff for any rotation that you want to make. Kill hold that you want to make. Malusi, she can literally lock down the stairways on every single map. Make the stairways a death trap. She has the T5. She has a nitro cell. She has impacts. It's absolutely ridiculous. Mira, she can see you before you can see her, and she has the Vector. And she has a rotation shotgun. And she has a nitro cell. She's really, really good. I don't think I have to really explain that one. Mute. I'm putting Mute S tier, boys. I am giving Mute his respect. I am giving Mute his respect. Okay. M59 shotgun. Great for rotations. SMG-11. Best gun in the game, technically. Then we also got a nitro cell. Then we got a gadget that can literally stop anything in the whole damn game. It's ridiculous. Give Mute his credit, please. Nomad. Good for getting rid of roamers. That's it. Smoke. He can stop you from getting into the site. He's great for denying plant. He also has the M59 shotgun and the SMG-11, as already discussed, over on Mute. Valk. She can see you. Intel's power in Siege. Do I gotta explain it? Zophie. Zophie is actually, I believe, keeping... I think they just got rid of the ACOG and they did not give her any other sites. I might be wrong on that one as well. I apologize. But no matter what, she's still going to be S tier. She is the best entry fragger in the game. There's no doubt on that one in my mind. Wamai. Alright, we're putting him right next to Jaeger because they're best friends. Jaeger and Wamai need to be ran together on every single site. I'm telling you, it will win you every single game. You shouldn't lose a game if you're running Jaeger and Wamai. I'm being dead serious. They can lock down a site and just absorb all of the utility. And then lastly, we're going to be throwing Sam Fisher in S tier. I think Ubisoft want to make a statement and make him broken as shit just because Splinter Cell, hell yeah. You know what I mean? So basically, just imagine an operator who gets the AK-12, because that's what the F2000 is. I think the only difference is the F2000 has like 50 less rounds per minute. Man, it gets all the sights in the game. Almost. He gets frag grenades. He gets a gadget that is a camera that can go through the wall back and forth. He also gets a gadget that can shoot Mira things. So he's a counter to Mira, which we've been begging for. I think if you're gonna do that, I think you should go ahead and toss Cali a bone. Be like, hey, Cali, you can counter Mira too. It makes no sense why Cali can't counter Mira. I'm gonna be dead serious. It is something that explodes through the wall. If you shoot the thing right below the Mira, it should destroy the Mira, but it doesn't. I don't know why. So yeah, this is my official Operation Shadow Legacy tier list. What do you guys think? What do you guys think I am? Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I'm smart? Follow my Twitch link down below in the description, as well as join the Discord. Follow my Twitter as well. We always need more Twitter followers. And I will see you guys later. Peace.